What is going on, chat, man? I'm back with my boy Risk.
And today we got why nobody can stop a 39-year-old Messi, bro. He's still cooking people, and he's 40. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, chat. This was highly anticipated and highly recommended, bro. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, bro. You know, Messi's been cooking in this World Cup. He has one of the most goals in the World Cup, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was thinking Messi would probably be washed, bro, because a lot of people say that he's old, so I was thinking maybe he might be trash. But he's still scoring so much, yeah. But he's still scoring so much, man. So, you know, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. If you guys are new to the channel and enjoy this type of content, hit that subscribe button, man. Join the crew. But let's get to it, man. Yes, sir.
At 39, Lionel Messi covers less ground than any other outfield player at the World Cup. But Argentina have built a genius tactic that makes an older, slower Messi impossible to stop. I'll be explaining how every player moves to create space for Messi, the way that Argentina repeatedly exploit the one area where he's still untouchable, and why that's made a slower Messi just as unstoppable as ever. He is the man that you cannot keep your eyes off when it comes to Argentina. But what about the rest of them? And how exactly have Argentina changed to make an older version of Messi just so dangerous? Well, to understand that, we need to go back to the very beginning, when Messi broke through in 2005 and he was a pacey, dynamic winger. This position allowed him to use his quick footwork and pace to beat several players at once, and he did so within a 4-3-3 formation, playing tiki-taka football, a system designed to keep the ball consistently playing the closest passing option. But Messi was the only player in which the rules didn't apply. Allowing Messi to dribble with the ball wasn't seen as a risk. Rightly so, because, well, he never lost it. So he became so good.
Wait, so Messi can do whatever he wants?
Rules don't apply to the GOAT, bro. Clearly, bro.
Okay.
That Barcelona decided they didn't need a striker and played Messi through the middle, with all the play flowing through him. Again, rightly so. Now, we didn't know at the time, but this was the first step in Messi becoming what he is today, a positionless player. In the 2018 World Cup, Argentina looked to replicate this use of...
Chat, do you guys think Messi's positionless, bro? Like,
off top, he can do everything, maybe. Like, he can play right wing, striker, left wing, anywhere.
so Messi can literally do whatever he really wants to do on the field. Like, if bro wants to just be a defender, he can be a defender. If he wants to be like a scoring machine, he could be a scoring machine.
I don't know about defender, bro. He like 5'7", bro. I don't know if he can be a defender, bro. And he's not really like a great defender, to be honest. He don't really be defending. He just walks around the pitch. When on defense, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Messi just be...
I ain't gonna lie. I haven't seen too much. When I seen him play during the World Cup, I didn't see too much of that. But I did see him,
That's
like,
what I've been seeing,
a little bit. Okay, I can maybe make sense.
But they failed, exiting the tournament in the last
I've been
16.
interested, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Despite being a false nine on paper, he remained chained to the same area of the pitch throughout. Then in comes Lionel Scaloni. He abandons the idea of Messi playing as a false nine, but this fails too. There's still one area of the pitch that Messi can't receive the ball in. So, heading into the 2022 World Cup, he changes shape. He changes the shape with Messi now on the right. This change consistently got Messi into the most dangerous area of the pitch, known as Zone 14. And of course, these proved to be World Cup winning tactics. This system got the best from a 35-year-old Messi. When he got the ball on the right-hand side, he was still using that quick burst to beat defenders over those shorter distances, and he transferred it to central areas too. Here he is carrying the ball into Zone 14, occupying multiple players and therefore creating space for others. But 4 years later, that version of Messi doesn't exist anymore. At 39, that burst overall has gone, or wilted, certainly somewhat. So, Argentina had to find a different way to get Messi into the same dangerous positions. And the solution has transformed the way that the entire team attacks. Even the defense is playing a crucial part in Messi scoring goals, and that's where we need to start.
So they changed their whole play style to set up around Messi so Messi can cook.
Cause he low-key was... I ain't gonna lie.
That's low-key tough. I ain't
And
gonna lie,
playing around Messi gets you the highest, like the most goals, the most assists, the most wins. Why
bro.
not?
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So Argentina have the highest passes per sequence of any
Highest
World
passes,
Cup
too.
team. They also average the longest sequence time of any team. And you may think that results in slow, methodical football, but it's not the case at all. I mean, look at the body language from Emi Martinez and both centre-backs here. They're uninterested. Even Alexis McAllister in midfield looks unbothered. Argentina here are doing everything in their power to bait the press of an opponent that does not want to engage in one. But once the opponents do finally bite, they then begin to move the ball. And once the ball is played to a centre-back, you begin to see Argentina's Messi plan begin to unfold. Alexis McAllister drops between both centre-backs to form a three-man build. And this gives Argentina the ability to pass side to side over short distances whilst always having a backwards out ball to the goalkeeper. Now, the patience of Argentina forces Austria to engage in a press. They create several 1v1 battles in the first phase of build-up, and this is exactly what Argentina want, as it creates this U-shape on the pitch. And then they're able to bait opponents into wide areas. They force the opposition out of their organised defensive shape, and it exposes the middle of the pitch. Lisandro Martinez plays a crucial part in this patient approach, which all helps to benefit one man, Lionel Messi. When a team like Algeria here refuse to open up the middle, it doesn't faze him. Instead, he lets his shoulders drop and he waits. The moment an Algeria player jumps, he moves the ball sideways. Now, the key thing here is where his teammates are. They're all standing extremely central, right in front of the ball. This is, of course, apart from Messi, who is all the way over here, which we'll come to that very, very soon. I promise. But the reason that Argentina routinely look to overload the space ahead of Martinez and constantly bait the press is because they want to play this pass. The goal is to turn their initial shape into something like this. To understand the benefit of it and answer the question of how this actually generates in space in zone 14 for Messi, we need to move on to the midfield. Because first, let's have a look at Enzo Fernandez. As the left-sided midfielder, he frequently finds himself in this channel, but he rarely stays there. He frequently moves from wide to central, creating these vertical pathways for progression. And you might have heard me talk about this before, but these are often called escadinhas, a Brazilian term meaning ladder. Lisandro Martinez.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie, bro. So the way that they, move around to, get these guys right is actually amazing, bro. I'm not gonna cap, bro. Why you laughing?
Not gonna lie. They set up great, bro. They always find a way to let Messi through. And
bro, why would you laugh? Bro, the thing is, right, chat, the thing is, right, I really try to talk like a commentator and really talk exactly how they talk. And then this guy laughed at me and acted, because he thinks I don't talk like that, bro. What, bro?
You just,
Did I say it weird?
You about to fight me? Nah, you're chilling.
This guy's making fun of me, bro.
Bro.
Alright, bro.
Yeah, they always create a way for Messi. They all run for Messi and they let him play at the top right side, and he cuts in through the middle every time, bro.
Alright.
Has the ball here,
bro.
but look
His
at
teammate be
Enzo
showing him on the
Fernandez.
right side.
In this instance, he's in a wider position and has quite a bit of space. But what he does is he chooses to sacrifice that space to move into an area consisting of 4 Austria players. But it allows him to receive the ball inside the block. It's brave. And he then plays another quick pass through the middle to Lionel Messi. But on other occasions, Enzo will come even shorter to receive from Martinez. Almada then leaves the left wing into a similar position inside the opposition block. So regardless of who drops deep, Argentina always have a player positioned between the lines. Now, with this cluster happening on the left-hand side of the pitch, I think you'd expect the right-hand side to be somewhat symmetrical, especially with Lionel Messi on that right-hand side. But in fact, Messi isn't involved in this.
They give more space to Messi, more crowded on the other areas, and where Messi's at, they leave it so he can work.
Bro, the way that they're playing Messi's it's like bros really how do I explain it?
Let him cook.
It's like they're giving him more assists and getting him in the right spots, bro, to let him cook. More than just him just cooking. You know what I'm saying?
They're not forcing it.
Yeah, they're not forcing it, and then he's still scoring hella goals with that.
This between De Paul and the right back, be that Montiel or Molina, is crucial in enabling Messi. De Paul and Molina essentially control this entire right-hand side on their own. And this means that Messi, the literal right winger in this team, hardly ever touches the ball on the right-hand side of the pitch. And this is because Messi is used as the
He's a right winger that does not use the right wing.
that allows all of this to be possible. Don't believe me? Have a look at this freeze frame. Almost all of the Argentina players are operating in this narrow corridor, with Messi being the protagonist in possession of the ball. Now, usually this would be a bad thing, as playing in congested spaces can often mean that you're susceptible to turnovers. But Argentina, they're just not bothered by that idea, and Messi plays a 1-2 with McAllister in a high-risk area. Algeria fully surround McAllister here, and it gets a bit too close for comfort. The ball falls back to De Paul, who has taken up the defensive midfield role as part of the three-man build. Now, have a look at McAllister. Instead of
so they have a lot of creators on the Argentine, like, midfield area. Like, they got a lot of people who can pass out from the back. Because it feels like they be letting Messi just, like, cook and wander up top, and then they pass out.
Does Messi just carry them also? Are there, like, who's another Argentine player?
I think Messi carries their goal scoring, but I don't know if he carries a team in general. I feel like they're built good, basically.
But who are the players on the team? I don't know anybody other than Messi, bro.
I don't know about
that. Other than Messi.
Playing it right now, bro.
Of Algeria. Taking the attention of 4 players at once. And McAllister and Enzo Fernandez's body language shows that they're both scanning for one man, of course, Lionel Messi. The positioning of those two inside the block means that they were always going to be areas of concern for Algeria. But in doing so, they forget about Messi for just half a second, and then you're dead. This way of playing means that Messi doesn't have to receive the ball at right wing and then carry it centrally. Instead, he relies on his teammates to create those passing lanes for him. And it's a philosophy that's working. It's a philosophy that created Messi's first goal of the tournament. To truly enjoy the brilliance of Messi in this team, you have to look at him almost as someone who exists outside of the Argentina team. Argentina are breaking here, and have a look at the body language of every single one of their players. They're all moving forward. But then have a look at
Messi.
Everyone's running.
Turned around the other direction, bro.
So you was kind of right. You was kind of right there, bro.
Messi. He's the only player standing still. Now, the smoke and mirrors of Argentina with their movement mean that Algeria forget about Messi. Just for half a second again. But crucially, Messi's teammates provide the movement to make it extremely difficult for Algeria to press Messi and simultaneously cut off the passing lane option.
Making a run.
Oh my god.
It's deadly. Like, who do you stop? The best player in the world or 4 people about to run into your goal?
That is actually insane, bro. This is actually a smart way to drop people off in the World Cup, bro.
Yeah.
And when the ball enters the final third, it's always all about where Messi is. However, this goes against the muscle memory of the Algerian players, because here you may expect the overlapping option to be taken, or alternatively, a ball to the back post. Now, Argentina sell this incredibly well, by the way, with both movements taking place. Now, Algeria take that bait and instantly drop into the box. But that is it. That's the magic. That's what ultimately creates space for Messi in zone 14. Completely unmarked.
14, bro. Again,
Before they can do anything about it, Messi is already taking the shot and seals his hat trick. Even when a teammate is through on goal, the final thought is, where is Messi?
Excuse me, where is Messi?
They're not even thinking about the guy down there. They're thinking about Messi.
Other options are available, but Messi, bro. The other defenders are thinking, yo, these are way better options. But then his team is like, where's Messi, bro? Forget the real better options.
That is
and then
insane.
Messi scores, bro.
Okay.
After the initial shot is saved, you expect the follow-up to be shot at goal, of course. But the golden rule cannot be ignored here, people. Give the ball to Messi. This way of playing has almost made Messi timeless. Over his career, they relied on him to carry the ball and create something from nothing. Now, it's completely flipped. They're creating chances for him, even though some parts of his game aren't as prevalent. The evolution of Argentina is spearheaded by Messi, but not because he wants it to be like that. It's his teammates, manager, the fans. They need it to be like this. They love it being like this because they're more than happy to squeeze every last drop of this alien, of the best ever.
I'm gonna lie, bro.
If you thought you knew the story of
I don't wanna see
Messi's
last drop.
2022,
Bro, like,
That's-
if we're trying a whole pause, I like every last drop of his career, bro. Like from our national team, bro, because usually would somebody this old be able to perform as well in the World Cup?
I don't know, bro, because
They
this
can't.
guy, he's like doing all of this at 39 too.
Yeah,
Like
it's hard
he's
part,
competing with
bro.
Mbappe, bro. He's competing literally with Mbappe.
Yeah, he
Head to
competed
head,
with
bro.
young players in their primes, in their 20s, bro, and he's about to be 40 in a year, bro.
Yeah, it's like wow.
You
bro.
gotta take that into account.
Yeah, you
But the
got to.
Argentine national team seems to be built around very well around Messi, bro. The way they career options. For me, back then he used to carry them. Now everybody forgets about Messi because they're so focused on the Argentine national team and like the chances they're creating that Messi just gets banger assists, banger goals, bro. But check out other videos, bro. We got some other videos on our channels about the Argentinian national team, World Cup. You feel me? Other
But yeah,
players.
but with that being said, man, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, man, and we'll catch y'all next time. Yes, sir.